What's up, everybody? This is Bruce, aka Geektacular, and today I've got an unboxing for you. Today I'm going to be unboxing the Farpoint PlayStation VR aim controller bundle for PS4. This is a brand new PlayStation VR game that just came out today. And the cool thing about this game, it's like a sci-fi first-person shooter, all in VR. But the cool thing is that the developer helped Sony develop a new peripheral for the PlayStation VR. So they helped develop this gun controller. So it's not just like a shell or anything like that. Like, you don't put a Move controller in it or anything, but it has some of the same components kind of built into it. But it also has basically full controller functionality. It's basically like a whole other controller in itself that they helped design specifically for basically like first-person shooter kind of games in VR. So that's kind of one of the reasons I wanted to pick it up, because that kind of intrigued me. But just the game itself looked pretty cool. If you like things like Halo or like Destiny or something like that, it's kind of in that vein of sort of gritty sci-fi first-person shooter, Starship Troopers sort of thing. So here's the outer box. It comes in one really wide, big old box here. I'll go ahead and show you the bottom. So this just has some fine print info down there. Otherwise, it's just blue. Here is the outside. Very cool artwork. Note that you can also play this game. You can buy the game standalone and play it with a normal DualShock 4. It doesn't support using the Move controllers, so you either play it with the aim controller that it comes with, or you buy it separately and just play with your normal controller. So there's no like in between those two options, just so you know. So yeah, I really like the artwork. It looks really cool. It's kind of like a painting. And then the artwork kind of wraps around the side here, as you can see. And then it also wraps around, it kind of wraps around this side, but on this side there are actually some screenshots from the game. And this just tells you what's inside of here. So the art does wrap around to the top, as you can kind of see there. So the top looks pretty awesome as well. And then here is the back. So this gives you some info about the plot of the game, some more screenshots, and then this tells you all about the precise aiming of the PlayStation VR aim controller. So that is kind of what it looks like in diagram 4 there. It's got a rechargeable battery built in, vibration feedback. You hold it with two hands like you would hold like a rifle or something like that. Then it's got kind of the multicolored Move ball built into the front of it for tracking. And then it has a stick and all the buttons sort of built into different parts of it. So let's go ahead and open this up. The outside is just kind of like a flimsy paperboard kind of box here. There is a big, sturdy cardboard box inside. Let me see if I can pull this out. It's very tightly in here. So I'm just trying to be careful with it so I don't mess anything up here. I think it's like caught on something on the inside here. Oh, sorry about that. There we go. It's just really, it fits really tightly in there. So that's all that's inside of here. So if you want to, you can close that up and save it and stick it somewhere. Whatever you want to do with it. So here's the inner cardboard box. Let's see, how does this open? So it opens from this side. There's a little flappy. This is a very secure box. Let me go ahead and open that up. Okay, so you open this up. Shocker, there is another box. There's a second box inside of here. So this is very well packaged, so don't worry about that. There's the outer box and then 2 inner boxes. And this, not exactly sure how this comes apart, so I'm just going to pull it apart like this. I think this is a flap that comes off. Yes. So this flap contains the game itself, which if I can easily get it open, I'll kind of show you what's inside of the game case here. I doubt it's anything terribly terribly exciting or interesting, but since it is kind of the main part of this, I'll figure I'd show you the actual game itself. If I can get it to focus here. So here's the cover, very similar to the, just kind of like a zoomed in version of the cover on the box. And the art wraps around the spine there. This is what the back of the case looks like. It supports 2 network players, which I did not know. Online play optional. And so there's no inserts or anything like that. But on the inside there are sort of quick reference info about if you're playing on the DualShock or the PS VR aim controller. And there's the disc itself. So you get the actual game there. Then if you pull this way, so this goes backwards, you get a little instruction guide / warranty thing for the controller, and the controller is kind of resting in here. It's sort of held in place by this little cardboard nub. Dun, 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 dun. So, I think that's all that's in here. You charge this with a normal micro USB charger, so like what most phones and whatnot have. So yeah, let me go ahead and throw this cardboard sort of out of the way here, so we can take a look at the actual controller, because I've never held one. So this is very cool. So it has a analog stick and a D-pad where your front hand goes. So in my case, I'm right-handed, so this would be my left hand. It also has the share and options buttons. So that's what these are right here. Share and options. Stick, D-pad. And then L1 and L2 are on the front here. So when you're holding it like this, you'll have access to L1 and L2 with these fingers. And then you'll have control to all these buttons with this hand. And then this is the ball, basically the same as the Move controller ball on the front that lights up, and that's how it kind of tracks where the front of it is. On the top is your PlayStation button, and this is your touchpad button on the top there. It's trying to turn itself on, actually, when I hit that. So on the left and the right here are, these are both R1, actually. Where's R2? I guess the trigger is R2. So these are actually both R1. I imagine this is for reloading, probably. In Farpoint, in most games, I bet it's meant for reloading, because these buttons are identical, this one and this one. So it's probably, if you're right-handed with your trigger finger, you'll probably be hitting this one to reload. And if you're left-handed with your trigger finger, you'd be hitting this one to reload. But these are the exact same buttons. These are both just R1. They're mapped to the same thing. So I'm guessing that's probably just for easy reloading for right and left-handed people. And then in the middle, you've got your trigger. It's made of like clear plastic, but it's like really thick. It feels pretty good. It feels a little bit squishy. It might just take some breaking in, but it actually does feel pretty good. It feels sturdy, at least. Since you'll be hitting it a lot, that's good. Then you have your face buttons on here, so OX square triangle. These are a little stiff also, but they're probably just meant for quick taps. And then you have your second analog stick on the back here. And that's pretty much it. It's all white with like gray accenting. So this whole thing is gray. And then the main part's white, and this back part's gray as well. And I don't, oh, this is just a screw that holds this front plate on. And this is where you charge the rechargeable battery. And then at the bottom here, you can kind of see on the underside, there's a sticker that has like the model number and all of the warranty info and small print and things like that. So yeah, that's very cool. You hold it like that. Damn. The only thing that's weird, I think, is that it doesn't have a shoulder stock. You're not holding it against your shoulder, and you kind of feel like when you're holding a gun with two hands that you kind of hold it against your shoulder. So that's the only weird part. It's kind of like a pistol with like a rifle front grip on it. So that's the only part that I would say is maybe a little bit odd. But I guess I guess I'll try to imagine it more as, instead of a rifle, as more like a pistol that has like a front thing on it. Because if you think of it like an assault rifle or something, you're kind of going to want to put it on your shoulder, which you can't really do. So that's the only kind of design point I would mention that's a little weird. But otherwise, I'm really looking forward to it. I think this is really well designed for VR shooters. It feels good. It's an all-in-one solution. You don't need to snap anything into it or whatnot. And yeah, I mean, it just feels good. So I'm pretty psyched about that. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching this unboxing. If you like this unboxing, go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. That would be awesome. And if you like these kinds of unboxings, if you like video game stuff, if you like movies, anime, kaiju, sci-fi, fantasy, anything like that, go ahead and click subscribe down below, and that way you'll get notified whenever I come out with any new videos. Also, be sure to hit that notification bell down below, so that way you won't miss any of my future content. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.